Hello, friends. Welcome back. This is Rajadar on the new month's cover page launch, and I'm sorry because we had to start at around 6 p.m. sharp, and as I can see, we are around 6 hours and 58 minutes in the evening. Exactly now, 59 minutes late. So I apologize because there have been certain developments that had happened, and the day had went off the guard. So let me first make a disclosure that due to some exigencies and some issues, Dr. Somdata Singh would not be available for us today for our interactive session. Reason being, she had to fly to Dubai, to the Middle East, because of some corporate issues that has come up. So while this is there, the show must go on, and we are still continuing with our cover page launch. However, the difference is that the topic that we are doing today is not about the startup that we will postpone for the next month once Somdata is available. So now today the topic would be philanthropic investing and golfing lifestyle. So while I'm talking about golfing lifestyle and philanthropic investing, let me tell you, uh, when we talk about the affluent or HNI investing, it is not about living paycheck to paycheck. It is not about living from day-to-day lives. It is about impacting lives, and it is also about impacting lives on a larger scale. While you do that, you also maintain your own lifestyle. So the theme of the month is about philanthropic investing. But before I proceed further, we did a very great thing today, and we had this philanthropic edition being inaugurated in Delhi by one of the very cute little girls who is from the Auxilium Snehalia. Yes, that is an orphanage that actually works very, very closely to destitute and those girls which are at the very high risk of being exploited. They are maybe the lost girls around the railway stations or something, or those girls who have been sold into the market, so on and so forth. While we are talking about this, I would like to show how we spent today because of the slight change in the program with Dr. Somdata Singh not being available today. We had the whole day then planned, and we spent the day at Auxilium Senalia at the orphanage. So while we open and share with you the contents of the new cover page and unveil the cover page to you, I would like you guys to see how we got the same cover page inaugurated today at around 5 p.m. at Auxilium Sinalia. So here it is. Just a second. This was what we actually spent the day with. So let me first play.
And we are thankful to the Auxilium Snehalia for giving an opportunity for philanthropic investing. And it is very important that institutions which are near our own home are sustained and contributed so that they can grow. Unlike bigger NGOs who have bigger pockets. So it is very important कि हम अपने घर के आस-पास के institutions को बढ़ावा दें. And Auxilium Snehalia is one of the things. So we at Phenogen are taking this as a token of our thank you to the institution.
Welcome back, friends. So this was the day how we spent and how we got our cover page inaugurated. While we are very hopeful that next time Dr. Somdata Singh would be available, and it will be a very gala event and really larger than life event that we'll be doing with her. But equally important was today when this very little girl with the name Khushi actually is one of the smallest girls, or you can say the youngest girl, I would say, in the auxilium Snalia around Palam, who inaugurated, and we are very proud. Till now, she's the youngest person who has actually inaugurated our magazine. The cover page is what we call as philanthropic investing. So if you guys want to have a look of it, so here it is. So friends, this is our cover page for the month, which is called as the philanthropy or philanthropic investing. While we talk about it, that there are different topics that we have covered in this cover magazine, and I will share a couple of things with you guys. The first and foremost, philanthropy normally means ki, okay, we are getting very emotional. I want to क्या कहते हैं, contribute something so that one girl child or a boy or any child I would actually educate. So normally हम क्या करते हैं, हम online जाते हैं and we subscribe. Now many of these cases, then many of the NGOs are such that which are you, unless and until they are like big known valid NGOs, it is okay, but now and then you don't know what is an identity of a person or a brand beyond, which is actually marketing you for their philanthropic activities. So philanthropy actually, while it started a very older concept, it was a Rockefeller Foundation which actually coined different words like venture philanthropy, impact investing, or philanthropic investing for that matter. So what we're talking about working in a space that either could be direct beneficiaries are the children. Now there are two ways in which an investor or affluent or an HNI investor, because the magazine is from the HNI and affluent investor perspective, and we will also give an insight how that thinking goes. The easiest thing for any investor or any person or any affluent investor would be go online, make a donation, and that's done. Now there are two type of people who are here. One, जो कहते हैं कि ठीक है, I have contributed and I am feeling happy. Okay, I have donated say 10 grand, 20 grand, 100 grand, and I'm happy I have done my job. But apart from that, there are another set of people who actually want ki, okay, I want to get involved with the agency, and I also want to make a tangible contribution, so that while I am making an economic contribution, I also am able to do the physical contribution. But in either parlance, when you are willing to go for it, you need to consider certain aspects to it. In the current COVID scenario, while we know that the bigger and the biggest of the NGOs have their still coffers full and they still have the line of money pouring in, there are many ashrams, many gurukuls, many such you can say orphanages that are really devoid of funds at this time. So what we could request you guys is ki look around yourself in your vicinity, because I stay in Dwarka, so Palam was the natural choice for me. So look around yourself and make a choice. Visit these orphanages, old age homes, so and so forth, and see what impact you can do. Many a times they want a contribution from the training perspectives. There might be some of us who are actually willing to go for skills upgrading. So the donation, the help is not necessarily the economic assistance that you are going to do. There can be a group of 10 friends that can come together and do the skill set, or some you can say vocational training or guidance to these kids. So this is one thing. From the impact investing point of view, there are many startups, there are also many companies which have been funded and which also work to for these social causes or these causes which are very challenging. Now when we come from the philanthropic investing, now the new concept from the business parlance has come. In overseas, हमें क्या लगता है? हमें लगता है कि okay, these are orphanages or these are social service organizations, they are getting money via donations and that's it. No, it is not like that. In foreign countries, in US, there is also a notion, an idea by which if you are running an NGO or if you're running a business enterprise and you are when thinking it as a venture philanthropic activity, then you see ki, okay, I'm getting donations or people are contributing and we are also doing our job, but let's make that minimum return on investment. Minimum return of investment should be around 5%. So whatever the funds any organization is actually getting or accruing, they should be able to generate a sustainable return on investment on that money. While their objective would be to teach children or to take care of them, but then there has to be certain economic activity that should be able to make it self-sustainable venture. While we do that, we have seen many big corporate houses coming into the picture, many big affluent HNIs and ultra HNIs coming into the space where while education is only one aspect of it, they also do skill building and they also tend to build up a certain business enterprise out of it, so that that particular NGO is able to self fund it. So even if then there is another COVID pandemic and the funds do dry up, they still are able to take care of them. So this is one aspect that I'm talking about the philanthropic activity. And we are very proud to say that one of the smallest girl of around 7 to 8 years of age, Khushi, actually inaugurated our Deep Pocket magazine for the September quarter. So while this is done, and what more can you get in this magazine for this month session? We have captured from the lifestyle point of view golfing. Now golf is something which has already been an aspiration sport. It is an aspirational sport for many of us, and believe you me guys, once you are in the golf course, it is such an aha feeling, and it is a time where maximum of the business deals are done. Many of the business deals, many of the promotions, or many of the things, or you can say the strategic decisions, actually do not come into the boardroom. They have their genesis on the golf course, on the golf ranges that are present. Now here, when we come to the golfing lifestyle, and if you are an aspiring golfer and you're thinking about, yeah, golf खेलना है, and we will go on a range, we'll try a number of shots, we'll do putts and everything, and then how to go ahead? Matlab, it is always we need to have 4 people, and there is a foursome and a 9 hole or 18 hole you have to play. But then let me tell you guys, in this session, in this magazine, we have covered, there are the two things. When you approach golf as a sport, there are the two ways you can use. One is playing for a league, or playing a tournament like PGA tours or something like that. But once you're playing for tournaments, you need to do that. There's a bit of difference between the two. While the tournaments are the full-fledged games, they can be wrapped up over the weekend, somehow. The leagues are something which can still continue for the number of days or the weeks altogether, and they are generally played in the evening or even during the weekdays. And playing a league is quite very you can say popular among the people who are retired, or they also want to get together and have a chat with their buddies or friends and do the thing. So league is something they look forward to. Tournament is something you have to, and in league you can play smaller games or the shorter games, and you can continue from the next year onwards, and you have to more or less have the same set of players with that. But once you are playing for a tournament in a golf, then you have to be there's no such binding. But yes, if you're playing an 18 hole or a 9 hole, you have to play for the full swing, and you can keep on changing the partner, so you don't have to necessarily be with the same partner the next time. And more further details on it would be into the magazine, so I would request you to go through it, and we will be surely in next 1 week time we will be launching it with the content, and the digital edition will be available for you to go through and explore more on golfing. Then there has been estate planning. Estate planning is something which has been very close to us. We know that as an affluent or HNI investors, we do have assets. We would be having a couple of properties that itself run into a couple of crores, and being and not having a correct legal here attached to it can actually wreak havoc on our investments. So here what we have done is we have covered a very specific article on estate planning, which is titled as When Nominee Loses the Game. You might have placed a nominee in all your investments, but there are certain cases when the nominee actually loses the game. What are the cases? What are the conditions on which the nominee loses the game? While we had covered it in very detailed manner with Mr. Deepak Jain, who has been the national head estate planner with American Association of Financial Planners 2 weeks back, we have covered an excerpt of that and republished it here in the magazine for the people for whom it might sound quite valuable. So while we go for it, then the last element that we have covered is about the smart investments. In smart investments, we have taken 2 lines of thoughts from the great investments guru. One is Munger and one is Warren Buffett. And let me tell you guys, in Berkshire Hathaway, Munger and Warren Buffett are both partners, and they have one of the longest standing partnerships in the business, and they have been managing their friends well. They both are in many cases, Warren Buffett has himself told that he has been very deeply inspired by that Munger's way of investing. And Munger's find that I have rarely invested in last 26 years, and I have invested very less and very few times over the years. So what are the two stories that we have covered here in the investment strategy point of view? So let me tell you. Munger simply says, if you have to make money, you don't have to run after the money. So it is not like you are chasing a tiger and you are just running after him, or you are chasing a deer, you are running after him. Somehow or somewhere you will actually lose your breath. So therefore, what is a matter of fact? It is like fishing. Yes, friends, it is purely like fishing. You have to sit and you have to hold your net or your fishing rod and you have to wait for the kill. What does that mean? So if we see that if whole 2017, 18 or 19, also 2018 and 19 had gone lackluster, market had come down, then come up, but then there was a market crash that came around 23rd of March when the COVID news blew up, and then there was the lockdown announced and everything. And we saw Sensex falling from 41, 42,000 levels to around 26, 27,000 levels, and it was so grim a case where everybody was thinking, okay, I will hold on to the cash and I will not invest, and so on and so forth. However, now come 3 months, 4 months down the line, now we are seeing that we are again back at 40,000 level, while there has not been so tangible shift in the economy on a larger scale. फिर भी economy में ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं आया है. There is still joblessness, there are still lower GDP values, IIP numbers are not good, there have been heightened tension over the line of actual control, if we see, and even in the South China Sea for that matter, apart from elections in America that are coming, but still we are seeing Sensex up. What does this mean? This means that Sensex or any investment market, it hovers between high and low, and there is no rational, you can't, while you can be rational in your thinking, but market is not rational and it is not consistent. It swings between highs and lows, and it is the point where you capture the market will determine whether you are going to make money or not. So therefore, when you are having your total asset portfolio, you should have certain set of money around 20 to 30% at any given point in time as a liquid cash. So anytime such opportunities come, you do invest in very good quality stocks, and those are held for a certain duration of time. So this is, and that is the reason why Munger had told that in last 26 or 36 years, I have only invested 14 times. Or I have only invested hardly 10 times. So that means he has only invested 10 times in last 26 or 36 years. So this shows how much a patience a person should have, an investor should have, while he or she is going for investments per se. And Warren Buffett, from the value investment point of view, says that when the markets are down, you have to see that if the company is good and it is having good asset base or is having cash at hand, its P ratios, if it's stock price ho sakta hai, we can have, say, for example, hypothetically, we can have stock A at $1,000 while its actual fundamental book value is around 500, but क्योंकि market टूटा है और ये 60 रुपया नीचे आ गया, 60% it has 60% it had come down. Now it is trading at around 400 rupees and its intrinsic book value is 500. So what does intrinsic book value 500 means? That means कि भाई अगर आज मेरे पास फॉर एग्जांपल रिलायंस की कंपनी है और आज मुकेश अंबानी कहते हैं कि भाई मैं आज सारी कंपनी बेच देता हूं, either he will sell to anybody at not at market price, मतलब मेरे जो एसेट्स हैं, प्रॉपर्टी कितने में बिकेगी, मेरी इन्वेंट्री कितने में बिकेगी, मेरी ब्रांड वैल्यू कितने में बिकेगी, सारा चीजें कितने में बिकेगा, that is the actual book value of the company, the tangible book value of the company. Now market value is what market is going to, or market perceives it, and what market pays it. That is the reason why the stock was trading at around $900 in this February, March, but now, or even December for that matter, around 1,000, but now it is over 1500 के भी ऊपर चला गया Reliance. So that is the matter of fact. So when you see that if the complete company is liquidated, what we get is the tangible book value. And if you see the stock price कितने पे चल रहा है, तो पूरी book value को वो number of shares से divide करते हैं, तो हम कहते हैं कि book value per share हमारे पास कितना है. Now if your stock price is less than book value, so it is cheaper than the actual worth of the company. And if the company is good, their profitability ratios are good, मतलब उनका net profit positive में है, they are not a loss making enterprise, they are among the market leaders or among the top 3 players, they are a better place, and their stock price is down, then there is no there is no point avoiding the company, so rather you can jump in the bandwagon. So that is the case that Warren Buffett has actually told. So that is a matter of fact. So apart from this, last week or so, what we have seen, there were two IPOs that had come. One was Your Happiest Mind Technologies, and the second was Roots Mobile, and both of these had seen tremendous oversubscription. There was also nearly 200 times subscription for Roots Mobile. So what does that mean? This means the companies which are into the technology or business IT space have taken a very great jump into it, and they ensure that they will catapult on these, and their numbers have also been shown in their financial results. So there are the companies who have grown by around 20% or 30% year on year. There are companies that we saw the Roots Mobile itself growing around from 5 times, that grew by around 5 times over last 3 to 4 years. So this is things. Now, while because we are now expecting the results to be out in next week, 10 days, there will be many of you who would not have been able to subscribe for it, or even if you would have tried to subscribe of it, you may or may not get it. Reason being, a company which is subscribed by over 100 times, out of every 100%, there will be only one person getting out of it. What does that mean? हम एक और चीज करते हैं. Say suppose the company had to raise at around 600 crores. So company had to raise at around 600 crores, and subscription came 10 times. So they got 6,000 crores. So you would see there is no dearth of money in the market. There is no dearth of money in the market. And if we see why Sensex is up, there is somebody making right choices. So there is no dearth of money in the market. We might say that there are operators in the market, that might be the case, but then it is very important whether we are able to jump onto that bandwagon and be able to pull it off. So this is the matter of fact that I'm trying to say. So first thing, we have seen that these companies being oversubscribed by over 100 times. And second thing is that those guys who are not applied, please don't be disheartened. There are 3 more companies that are coming up. One is Angel Broking. Second is कंप्यूटर एज मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम स्कैम्स, जिसके अंदर आपके सारे म्यूचुअल फंड्स और उनके वो आरएनटी एजेंट्स हैं. यू हैव कार्वी, यू हैव फ्रैंकलिन, यू हैव कैम्स. सो कैम्स का आ रहा है. Thirdly, there is a UTI mutual fund IPO that is coming up. So we can expecting the dates to be quite live to us over the next 1 week. So there are more investment opportunities coming on your way. So be prepared and keep your coffers ready, your financial war chest ready. Cash should be handy so that you don't miss out the opportunities when it strikes the next time. So these are a couple of the things I want to tell with you. We are actually down with around 22 minutes and 34 seconds. And we hereby thank you. And I hereby would announce Mr. Ramesh Kumar as our winner. And he has won the Amazon voucher for around $500. And we'll be sharing with him. And his picture will be published in our magazine section that will be coming over the week's time. And thanks Ramesh for rightly pointing Dr. Somdatta Singh. We had run a campaign, and in the first week he had correctly identified Somdatta Singh as the celebrity of the month, who however we are very unfortunate was not able to make it up, but he still is the winner, and we are sharing him 500 rupee Amazon voucher. So thanks Ramesh. We actually tried reaching you today during the day, but I believe you were quite busy with your weekend, so you didn't respond to the calls. Otherwise we would have loved to have you over on this session. And thank you so much friends, and be connected. There will be more analysis coming up. Please do like us on Facebook and YouTube if you think that really, even if there is one sentence that is quite valuable to you and you would have gained knowledge out of it. And stay connected. If you have any questions, please do write to me. You can write or drop your message into the comment section, or you can directly call me up at 9560489579, and I will be more than happy to help you guys. Thank you so much, and we will come back with Dr. Somdatta Singh in a coming week's time. Thank you so much friends. Thank you so much.